Hello everybody and welcome back to TimeShot. I have quite a lot to talk to you guys about today. Lots of things have been happening on the server, so I have a lot to say and a bit to do too. How are you doing, Sir Rusty Johnson Esquire? Good, I hope. Very good, very good. Okay, so this is going to be maybe a little bit of a more solemn episode. It's just how it goes. But before I get to that stuff, I want to show you guys, if you look around, notice anything? All of the towers are complete. Look at them. They're all done. I know I didn't record it because I never record when I'm building because I don't know. It's just a thing. It's just a thing that I don't do. But yes, the towers are complete. Let's get rid of this torch. Little renegade torch over here. There's one over there too. So the towers are complete, which is fantastic. I'm so glad to finally have them all up. And now I can start the process of renovating the inside of each one, giving them a purpose. And this one actually has a mushroom in it, like part of it. So I just left it because I liked it. And then also making them into the one giant tower in the middle with the beacon coming out. It's going to be so cool. So there's still lots of work to be done, but it's nice to go ahead and make that little milestone. Get rid of all these little wonky torches. I don't see any. Oh, is that one? Let's, how do I do this? There it is. Oh, that one's okay. That's an okay torch. But yeah, so now they are done. They are all, I think, identical. It's really hard to tell sometimes. I know I had to go back and fix a few things here and there a couple times because it's just a tricky design to mimic. So every once in a while you'll wind up with a block or two out of place. I think I fixed them all. I think I got them all. But now they are complete. And the reason why I wanted to get them finished was, well, just to have them finished, but also because I guess it was not this past week anymore, but recently we had TimeShot's 2-year anniversary. So 2 years of the server being around. Now, I was only on the server for, let's see, I've been here since October of the year before last. So I've been here for like, what, a year and 6 months or so, something like that. So I missed the first like 6 months of the server, but even so, you know, this place has really become a home for me. These people are my family in a way, and so to see the server grow over that amount of time has just been so much fun. It's been a lot of fun to see new people come, and sadly some people go. But that's just kind of how server life goes sometimes, especially as a content creation server where we really focus on making YouTube videos, which requires, you know, active participation as a member. So it's just interesting to see those dynamics, and I'm so happy to be part of it, and I'm really blessed. I'm blessed to be with such a good group of people. I'm really thankful that everyone on the server is so kind, and they're all people that I feel like I would be friends with outside of this server. You know, like if we met in real life, which we're going to, quite a few of us are going to meet at PAX East, and I'm very excited about that in April. But I feel like a lot of these people, if I met them in real life or had met them in real life, I feel like we still would have been friends. So that's kind of a special feeling, I think, to have with a group of people. And I hope that you each find that, you know. I know it's hard. I know I have a lot of friends that are still looking for a server, you know. And I know that's difficult. And I hope that each of you are able to find that community that you fit with. I'm going to go ahead and place some of these lanterns while I talk. So kind of on the note that I just mentioned about people coming and going, though, as many of you know, both Seri and Fultron. This Seri was a little while ago, but I didn't mention it because I had other stuff going on in my videos. But both Seri and Fultron had to leave the server, not for any bad reasons, like no drama, nothing. It's all good, never fear. but just for life reasons. And so I thought I would talk about that just a little bit. So obviously I was good friends with both of them. Seri, I still play on her zoo crafting server. So it's not like I'm never going to see her again. We still play together. So I'm really happy that I have that outlet to still spend time with her. Okay, I like this. I like this lantern placement idea. I'm going to keep going with it. And Fultron, oh, and maybe I should mention why they left. So Seri is, she just, she's really into modded Minecraft. And vanilla just isn't her passion. And so I'm really happy that she had the courage to say, you know what, I don't think vanilla Minecraft is for me anymore. I think I need to move on to the other stuff that I'm doing and focus on that, because that's what I'm passionate about. And I'm so glad that she had the courage to say that and to make that decision, because YouTube should be fun. YouTube should always be fun. And as soon as it's not fun anymore, you're probably doing it wrong. You should probably change what you're doing. Oh, I'm missing some lanterns there. Let's go back and see where I put those. Okay, right there. Let's fix that. Yes, so follow your passions when you do YouTube. I think that's so important. So I'm really happy that she is finding her groove. She's finding her thing, and she's so good at what she does. I watch her videos from not all of them, because she puts out a lot of content. Like, she is really motivated and she does a lot of work. She pours so much into her channel. But I love watching her videos when I have time. She's really good about just talking about the little things, but making them so special, And I really appreciate that about her. So I'm sad to see her leave TimeShot, but I'm happy that it's because she's moving more into the other things that she's passionate about. With Fultron, he had to leave because his life, he's not just a YouTube creator. Like, he doesn't do this full time. He has a family. He has a wife, and a son, and a full-time job. And when you have those things, it's really difficult to manage doing YouTube on top of that. So he just realized that it just was too much. And he has a vlog about that. They both have videos where they talk about this stuff, which I highly recommend watching. Is that right? Oh, I can't do that, actually. Let's not do that. So I highly recommend going to watch that vlog where he explains it a lot better than I do. But you guys know, he's a really good friend of mine. So I was really sad to see him have to make that decision, but I'm so happy that it's going to be a de-stressor for him. And he's still going to do his vlogs that he does when he's heading home from work. And I'm so glad, because that's what I watch every single of those vlogs. I watch all those vlogs because they're so good. He's just really good at maintaining attention and being lively and telling good stories. He's a good storyteller. So he'll still be part of the community. He'll still be making some videos. It just won't be the gaming videos. It won't be the same as it is currently. But I think it'll be a good balance for him. And hopefully it's less stressful for him and he can have more time with his family. So anyway, Fultron has also left. That being said too, we're still going to see him. We're still going to spend time with him. We were just playing games last night even, and you could already tell that he feels de-stressed about it because he was just able to play for fun, and that's really nice. I love these stars. Oh, look, it goes right up into the moon. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay. He also left me this gift. Thank you for being my best friend, Fultron. PBS, not a cult. P.S. I kept a memento that I am returning. Block of diamond in our PBS book. Oh, the invite that we sent. Actually, I'm just going to leave these here for now. Goodbye, Fultron. I will miss you. I'm definitely going to miss you. But I will still see you. And I'm going to get to meet him at PAX. So that'll be really nice too. So all of that rambling. But all that to say, people on servers come and go. But I am so glad that We have such a community. Also, I'm moving this, so don't panic. It's going to be okay. I'm just moving this. People come and go, but that's just kind of how servers are. And I think finding the right community is quite a difficult process. You know, it's always, I was on a few servers before I was able to join TimeShot. And even though my server experiences have always been quite good, I've been very lucky to be surrounded by really wonderful people. But I know that's not the case for a lot of people. I know, you know, there's drama. It's just people. You know, it's the same with life relationships. It's all dependent on the maturity of the people you're with and like how they handle stress, how organized they are when managing something that everyone's trying to enjoy together. Like there's so much that goes into it and so many dynamics. So I feel like it happens a lot where if some of those things are off, it can make things very stressful for everyone. But something that comes to mind, and actually that I've been thinking about quite a lot lately because of PAX South, I guess I could talk about PAX South a little bit too, is about like finding community and about building community. I think like I see a lot of people that are looking for a community to plug into, like one that's already formed. And my thought a lot of the time is just like seeing multiple people that are so wonderful and wishing that they could just click together and form a community, you know? I just want to like get people to have the motivation to not be afraid to try and build a community as opposed to just hop on with other people. I remember watching a live stream from I think it was PAX Prime, maybe. Okay, I'm going to take the beacon. This is my silk touch, right? Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I hope I don't ruin this. Goodbye, beacon. Let's grab this glass. Am I full? Oh, I am full. Let's lose the carrots. And let's lose... Oh, I don't think we have to lose anything else. Okay. Yes, okay. So I was watching a live stream about... How do we want to do this? Sorry, I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. This is why I don't usually... Oh, this is going to be a problem. I'll have ladders. I can go up again. Live stream from, I think, PAX Prime, where it was a bunch of, like, some big-time YouTubers who do Let's Plays and stuff. And, whoops. Someone had asked, you know, how do we wind up, how can we get you guys to play with us? You know, how can we join your community? How can we become big-time YouTubers? And I thought their answer was really good. And they said, you know, I think it's so much more important to not focus on trying to be, like, jump on the train with other people that have been doing this for however long already. I think it's better to find a group of people that you click with, regardless of their channel size or any of that, regardless of all that, to find people that you click with and to build a community together and grow together. Oops, I forgot. You can't do that. I thought that was just like the best advice though. And it's something that I've thought about a lot ever since I heard that. Because I just think it's such a good way to look at it. I think it's so much more important to focus on building community and growing together than to just like trying to be noticed by the popular kids, you know? It's kind of the same as like in school. I think it's better, instead of trying to like be one of the cool kids, just find the people you connect with naturally and like form a friendship there, you know? So anyway, that was all kind of a tangent thing. I guess I could talk briefly about PAX South though. So PAX South was also this last weekend. I was only there for Saturday, but it was a wonderful day, jam-packed, full of everything. So I had my sister, well, I had family members with me, multiple family members. So we had quite the little crew. I think there were 5 of us. And so it was fun because I was kind of introducing some of them to like the gaming world that I'm in now, you know, and YouTube and meeting people. And as always, it's always so nice to get to meet people in person for the first time. That's my favorite part about conventions, is getting to meet the people that I've come to know so well, but that I've never seen in person. So that was, of course, my favorite part. And I ended up having some really good conversations with people just about being a YouTuber, about dynamics of it, about the way things are changing. I love, it's interesting as a community of content creators. I don't know if you guys see all this, but it's really interesting because we're all like, even the ones who are deemed very successful, you know, even the ones who are doing so well on YouTube, even though oftentimes they don't really have it figured out. It's like we're all kind of trying to figure it out because it's this really interesting symbiotic relationship between us and you guys, the viewers, and like how we are dependent on your preference, on your tastes, on what you want. That's what we have to try to aim to deliver. But simultaneously, we have to try and enjoy it. You know, we have to enjoy it. And we have to have our voice, and we have to feel like we identify with it. And all these things, you know, like there's so many interesting dynamics that go into it. So I love getting the opportunity to talk to people about that. One more kind of conversation in particular that I thought was probably worth mentioning was actually with one of my patrons. His name is Time Jumper, aka Patrick, and he's a little bit older, an older member of the community, which I think is so awesome. And he is an avid supporter of content creators. He doesn't have a channel or anything. He just wants to support people. And he's definitely like, he's been a huge support to me financially, just in supporting my channel and providing encouragement and just all of that stuff. He's been probably my biggest supporter in that regard. And I know he's done that for more than just me. He supports like over 100 creators on Patreon, which just blows my mind. And he's really passionate about that. And so we had some really good conversations about finding your passion. Like he just talked about how he was really lucky. Oh, actually, let's maybe take this down a bit. How about that? I think that's what we should do. So he was telling me that, you know, he was lucky enough to have a full-time job, 9 to 5, and that works for him. And it was his passion. Like it's something he really enjoyed doing. But that he realizes that not everyone is wired like that. Not everyone enjoys that as much as he does. And not everyone can like fit with that. And I feel like I'm kind of one of those people. 9 to 5 is just, it feels draining to me. You know, I did it for a while. I have done it, but, and I remember just like longing for more, you know. I feel like a lot of people feel that way in life, about life in general, but I think especially with that kind of work, those work hours can become very noticeable that maybe you want to do something else. Unless you love your job, you know, it depends on what you're doing. If you can be passionate about what you're working on, that makes all the difference in the world. I wasn't superbly passionate about what I was doing because I had concerns about it, and it was in marketing, and I felt like I was constantly fighting for authenticity and it was being lost. So losing battles, and I felt like I was convicting myself, or I don't know, that's not the right wording, but anyway, so it was a really good conversation to just like talk about finding our passion, and hearing him talk about how it brings him so much joy to be able to help others do what they love. And hearing him talk about that ended up kind of bringing me to tears, just because it's so beautiful when you see someone who is so generous like that. Oh dear, problem. Who is so generous like that and so giving of themselves because they want to see other people happy, you know, other people thriving. And I think that's a really special type of person. So I was really privileged to get to finally meet him. So anyway, if you guys, you can follow him on Twitter. He's like TimeJumper319, I think it is. I could be wrong on the number there, but I follow him, so you could find it that way. Anyway, PAX was amazing. I also had some really good conversations with fellow YouTubers, and I got to meet some people that I haven't ever gotten to meet before. So all around, it was just a great experience. And even though I was just there for a day, I felt like I got a lot out of it. I also got to meet Kurt J-Mac finally in person. I mean, we met once before, but we didn't know who each other was at the time. So it's nice to meet him now that we actually know one another as friends. Had some great conversations with Good, actually, about just YouTube, about having servers and managing communities. And it's really interesting to hear his perspective because he's part of a very different community. And one that's been very successful and has been around for quite some time. And I really admire Mindcrack, and I'm a big fan. So it was interesting to kind of hear some of the inner workings of that too. It just was all a really good experience. I love going to PAX, and I'm really excited now about East. I think it's going to be even more amazing because I'll be there for a whole week actually. So anyway, well, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I know I kind of just rambled about a lot of different things, but I've just been really introspective about everything that happened, you know, and all the things that have been happening lately. So I thought I would just kind of thought vomit on you guys while I worked on moving this beacon. I never told you guys why I was moving the beacon down. Apparently the beacon, it works infinitely upward and 50 out. So the problem with having it up there is it didn't reach down all the way. But like this, it should reach up all the way, I think. I don't think I made the thing wide enough. So I'll work on that. But anyway, I'll do that off camera. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I know it was a little bit of a longer one. Hope you enjoyed the rambling. Feel free to leave some comments about what you guys think about everything that I talked about. I love hearing your guys' thoughts on that stuff, so feel free to share. And I guess I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.